Within weeks, my face suddenly looked brighter, my skin looked clearer, and my eyes looked more awake. It sounds unbelievable, right? You know what's crazy? There was a time when I used to look at my old photos of myself and felt stuck. Not because I was not beautiful, but I kind of felt like invisible. Nothing outstanding and nothing feel like myself. And then one day, a friend I hadn't seen in a while came to me and suddenly said, "Wait, you look so different." And at that moment, I didn't change anything in my face.
I love the Smiths.
Sorry?
I said I love the Smiths.
And what surprised me more is that this friend told me that you look so different not because of your look. They said they just feel something different from me, but they don't know why. And that moment really made me think a lot. Then I realized after several days that even though I didn't have anything done in my face, but I did change something, and that's more important than anything else. So in this video, I want to share my story and share with you guys how I made myself look unrecognizable. It wasn't something hard and traumatic, but really powerful. Okay, so let's go. Okay, first of all, I realized that I gradually changed the way I saw myself. For a long time ago, I met that friend. I realized I was dressing, moving, and acting based on my old identity. I realized that I was dressing, moving, and acting based on a very shy person, the don't stand out too much version. Then one day I realized that I cannot look transformed if I am still attached to that identity. So I decided to upgrade, not because I hated myself so much, but because I love myself so much that I decided to change. And just believe me on that, once this clicked, everything else became much easier. And the second thing I did was focusing on the basic things, not glamorous at all, just boring, consistent habits. I started fixing my sleep schedules. I started drinking more water. I moved my body more, even if I was just walking. You know what's crazy? Within weeks, my face suddenly looked brighter, my skin looked clearer, and my eyes looked more awake. It sounds unbelievable, right? Trust me, because I'm the living proof. You just need to keep these small, boring habits consistent, and one day you will see that that alone can really make a huge difference. But honestly, looking healthy already changes how people perceive you. Then I looked at my closet and I realized that I used to buy random pieces just because they were trendy. But then I looked at my closet again and I realized nothing matched. Like nothing felt cohesive and make sense at all. So I asked myself a really simple question. If I could describe the vibe I want to give off, what would it be? For me, I realized that I want to give off the vibe that is polished, calm, and effortless. And once I had that clarity, I started dressing differently, like completely different from before. I started to choose neutral colors. I started focusing on fit rather than just trendy, popular outfit. And suddenly my appearance started looking intentional. That word is really important because I did realize that when you look intentional, people assume confidence. Another huge shift was my posture and my body language. I used to walk very fast, always looking down at my phone, avoiding all eye contact. That's why I didn't realize how small I was making myself. So I practiced walking a little bit slower, keeping my shoulder relaxed but straight. I practice and I also practice holding eye contact just a second longer first. And I have to admit that at first it felt really awkward, almost fake. But over the time it became natural because it gradually became a part of myself. And I noticed something really interesting. People started to react differently to me. They treated me with more respect, and some even said to me that you seem more confident now. Okay, I think that's all I want to share today. Thank you for watching the video to the end. And to sum up this video, if you want to look unrecognizable, do not focus on drastic changes. Just focus on consistency, stress intentionally, change the environment, and last but not least, respect yourself more. And trust me, if you follow my steps, someday someone will look at you and say, gosh, you look so different. And you will eventually know that it's not makeup, it's not clothes, it's not accessories, but it's growth. It's the real growth. And trust me, that's the most powerful growth. Okay, now I'm off for work. Goodbye guys, and see you in the next vlog. Thank you for watching.